So I'm going to start with Matthew 18, starting in verse 21. It says, "Then came Peter to him and said, 'Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Till 7 times?' Now it's important to understand that in verse 21, Peter thinks he's being really spiritual, because he's suggesting that he figured, well, one's enough, right? I'm going to say 7. But the answer that he gets from Jesus is not that. Jesus said unto him, 'I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. So he's saying, no, way beyond just 7. And if you really are keeping track of that, that's a lot of times. So don't try to do it only 490 times. That's not the point of the scripture. The point is, he was saying it's beyond your numbering and counting that you should be forgiving. So the next story is in reference to bitterness. "Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants. And when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him, which owed him 10,000 talents. Now, I'm not going to really do the conversion on this. The point is, that's a whole lot. 10,000's a lot. Okay? More than he could ever pay. So that would be the sin element of our life, where we have wronged against God. Verse 25, "But forasmuch as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold, and his wife and children, and all that he had, and payment to be made." Now, one of the points that I've heard made about this scripture that I think is worth pointing out is, you know what? When a man does live in sin, his children and his wife do pay for it. They do. I mean, that's not to make men feel condemned for this. It's just the reality. When people live in sin, their families pay for it, especially the parents and especially a father. But that's not the point of this story, which is really exciting to see. But verse 26, "The servant therefore fell down and worshipped him, saying, 'Lord, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all.' Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion and loosed him and forgave him the debt." See, this right here is powerful. He forgave the debt. I think this is the part that sometimes we gloss over. Forgiveness is the linchpin of really understanding love. Not taking account of wrongs done against us, even God, forgiving sin.